Greenfield Engineering Limited, based in Holsworthy, Devon, provides sheet metal subcontract services covering a wide variety of industries. Founded in 1989 and split over 2 sites, the company has previously relied on a business system that covered sheet metal estimating through to invoicing and linked to their Sage account system, but found that as they grew, more restrictions within the system became apparent. Gaps in the system's capabilities meant that localised spreadsheets and databases sprung up across different departments of the business, making data mining and reporting difficult.
We had a fairly basic business system that went from through estimating right through to invoicing and linked with our accounts package. The big issue we really had with that was, as we were growing as a business, we were basically outgrowing it. It didn't cover a lot of the areas that we needed to cover, which is the link between production, operationally and accounting information. None of that information was really readily available, and you had to go digging for it at best. So hence we went and looked for a new system.
The company attended a local business software seminar and met an existing 123insight user who recommended that they consider the system. Gary attended a 123insight evaluation workshop along with a financial director and found the approach very refreshing.
Very interesting, actually. Not a hard sell, not pushy at all in any way, shape or form. And actually worked very well for me and my financial director. It was very much a come and have a look, see if it is something you can work with, ask any questions, we'll give you the answers, which they did. It was interesting to start with and felt, well, that's very hands-off, but actually I realised in the end that it was accepted the fact that you had total faith in your product and you wanted to sell the virtues of the product and the functionality of the product, and that you trusted us as a user to decide whether it was right or wrong.
With any manufacturing software, the initial cost is always a major consideration. Gary reviewed other systems costing over £100,000 for the initial software and implementation, with annual maintenance costing around 15 to 20%. He noted that other service charges also seemed high. 123insight is provided as a complete system through a low monthly subscription, with no binding contracts or even minimum period. After the evaluation workshop, Gary decided to attend the no obligation training, understanding that if he decided that the system was not suitable, he could walk away with nothing to pay. Staff from production and accounts attended the training along with Gary, and the feedback he received was extremely positive.
The purchasing department went on training, production, MRP training, and all came back really enthused about having to use a new system. The training manual is very, very good from that point of view. You can follow it, and has good examples, and it's a very good point of reference for people to go back to later on after they've had the training.
The company selected 123insight and started implementation in summer 2012.
The implementation covered about 3 months from start to finish. A huge amount of legacy data to deal with, which was actually in the end very easy with 123. I was able to extract it from the old system and manipulate it and get it into 123 quite straightforward, but that was really where the time was spent. Setting up with the system was very straightforward, so the 3 months was really due to the legacy data.
Since going live in September 2012, a number of benefits have come to light, the most significant of which was a 25% reduction in stock holding. This not only equated in real terms to around £100,000, but also saved a considerable amount of space. Internal lead times dropped from an average of 3 weeks to 2, with less requirement for temporary staff or overtime. Errors were reduced as data integrity was forced at entry, and the need to replicate data throughout a part or order's life was removed.
The way you're able to set the system up means that you can be very prescriptive about what you want people to fill in when they create a new part, and that then means that the information that goes through the business is much more accurate from the very beginning, rather than some of the accounts telling you that you've missed off a normal code here, or this isn't the right product group, that these things have to be selected at the beginning.
The company employs quality, health and safety and environmental systems, and relevant documents can be easily associated with parts or production stages. For example, When a particular powder paint is used on a product process, management or quality inspection documents can be attached and displayed to the relevant staff. The Advanced Accounts interface is also used to pass information between 123insight and Sage 50 accounts.
It works very well, interacts with our accounts package, although it's something we will be looking to evaluate the integrated accounts. I just felt that at the time we had enough on our plate integrating one piece of software, let alone maybe two.
Gary found the scalability of licensing and product support to be further ongoing benefits.
At implementation and shortly afterwards, we actually had extra licenses because I had people in the engineering department having to do a lot of work with bills of materials, routing, really the additional information that wasn't in the old system that we needed to get in there. So we had additional licenses then. There was big improvements in the speed in which things like invoicing and general paperwork was done. So that actually meant that we could lose a license from that particular area. So yeah, we ramped it up and down.
The company is currently evaluating 123insight's CRM and may also consider the integrated accounts in the future.
We're always looking to grow the business, and 123 is a real key factor in that. Since 2010 we've invested in both equipment and infrastructure, 123 being a major part of that, and I can see 123 is more than capable of growing with us.